Okay. Hey guys. So I just wanted to come on here and make a video today. I'm just kind of experimenting with this, and I do want to put the video on my YouTube. Always trying a little bit of the Instagram TV, which I think is really cool. I guess my purpose and like my reason for making videos is to try to reach as many people as I can. The reason for that is I feel like I have a job to do. I feel like there's people out there that need me and like need to hear what I have to say, because there's so many people that are struggling with like body issues and eating disorders and struggling to just find themselves and love themselves no matter what. And I feel like I have struggled so much with that. Still, I struggle with it every day, but I'm just, working through it and putting my journey on Instagram, and I feel like I have come so far. Even though we all continue to have so much work to do in life, I feel like I have gotten to a space where I feel good. And there's some days that I don't feel good, but that's all part of the process. I just kind of wanted to talk about the different issues that I struggle with from a day-to-day basis, and also just finding my place in the world, having to find a balance being a mom and having a family, and being around people that may eat differently than you, or just don't really understand you or can't relate to you. I think the truth is that like everyone struggles with their own thing, regardless of what it is. Like everyone has their thing, whether it be an eating disorder, or you may feel like somebody has it all together but they really don't. Like everyone is, like, I feel like struggling on the inside, whether it be from there's all kinds of issues that people can struggle with. But I'm just saying that, like, you'd be surprised that you just never know what somebody is going through. So I feel like this platform, for me, somebody could see me and what I'm going through and be like, holy shit, like I feel just like that, and wow, if she can do it, I can fucking do it. And like that's the whole reason behind that. You know what I mean? Like this is huge. Like social media reaches hundreds of thousands of people, and if somebody can just watch my video and something like sparks within them that they like are like, wow, like I'm gonna try that, or I didn't even realize that that was me, like I guess that's me. Like some people are like in this like rat race of life and like don't even realize, like don't even really sit with their feelings or like see their patterns of like what's really going on until somebody points it out. So not everyone has those kind of people in their life that are going to point it out, but like I'm here to point it out. I'm here to talk about real shit, things that I struggle with every single day, and also to just give like motivation, empowerment, because shit is hard, man. Like life is hard. It's not easy to just be a human being and deal with our own shit and face our own shit that we deal with every day and actually work on it, actually sit with it and process it, and want to do better, want to be better, want to figure it out, search for a cure, search for what's really going on, versus like just going to the doctor and being like, oh, I'm struggling with this, and then they just give you a pill and send you home. Well, like that's not really getting to the root cause of these issues, because our bodies, our minds are not made to be unhealthy. Like we're not supposed to be unhealthy. We're not supposed to be dealing with anxiety and depression and dealing with all these sicknesses and diseases. Like all of these things happen over time from us not dealing with our emotions, us not dealing with our past and our childhood, and what happened when we were kids, and these things kind of like shape us, and we're raised into these families that have like different ways of eating, and just different beliefs, and then we grow up that way. And unless somebody tells us differently or we experience something different, then we just think that that's normal. And that's where I come in, because I'm hoping to find some people that like can relate to me, that can be like, oh wow, that's me, or oh wow, that resonated with me. Like, I'm not like that every day, but like that's where I want to be, or like, you know. So oh, sorry. But you get what I'm saying. So basically that's what I'm here for, and I want to start making videos talking about body issues, and just like, you know, like for me for instance, I've never been a small girl. I've always well, to me, I've never been a small girl. I've definitely been through different waves of like weights in my life, and you know, I don't weigh myself. Every now and then I'll weigh myself, and it always gets to my head. Like, I try not to get on the scale, because I don't ever like the number that I see. Like, it just doesn't do anything for me. It really doesn't, you know. Like, I know exactly how my body feels. I know where I should be. But the point is that you have to feel good no matter what. So like right now, I feel like, yeah, I'm overweight. Okay, I am, definitely am. And I'm carrying a lot of extra weight, a lot of emotional weight. Like, I've gone through like a hell of a year. Like, last year was probably like the worst year ever, and I struggled with so many relationship issues with like friends, and you know, losing a lot of people in my life, and just really like, I left like a job that I hated, and I thought that that was going to be like the answer to all my problems, and then like everything like just came crashing down on me. And what is the number one way that I deal with my problems is I eat. And when I stress eat, I don't exactly eat the best things for me, which that's another thing that I want to touch base on, because I feel like once you get into a pattern of eating the right things, like eating things that actually make you feel good, even if it's like you want chocolate chip cookies, and you can still have the chocolate chip cookies that taste just as good, but maybe you used all natural ingredients and they're not as bad for you, and they don't process in your body the same way. That I think that that's the whole point for me, is that like once you spiral down this like this bad eating habits, where like you eat things that are like super processed, they have no nutritional value at all. You know, everything that you eat is just white flour, meat that's filled with a bunch of antibiotics and all a bunch of crap. Everything that you buy is basically packaged and like on the go, like packaged food, when that gets to your body over time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard to break that cycle, is what I'm saying. It's like, it's hard to break it, but once you break it, once you fucking break that cycle and you get into a flow of eating healthy, you won't even like crave that bad stuff anymore. You'll find a way to eat what you want, but with good ingredients, real food that make you feel good, like food that is medicine for our bodies. Now, for instance, you see my body here, beautiful body, don't get me wrong, I'm big and beautiful, don't get it twisted. I am fully aware that I'm a gorgeous fucking woman, but I'm uncomfortable. You know, I got this belly that makes me feel uncomfortable. It slows me down. I'm not really fitting in my clothes good. I feel like I just get more tired more easily, and you know, I just don't feel comfortable right now. But I will sure as hell won't like let it get the best of me. Like, I'm gonna rock this shit, like rub on that fucking belly like every fucking day, like shake that shit out, and like act like you know, that I'm fucking the shit, man. Like, that's what you gotta do. Like, even if you don't believe it, you gotta believe it. Like, you gotta tell yourself that you fucking believe it. Like, that's it. Like, you have to fake it till you make it sometimes. Like, and I sometimes, like, people might say, well, you can't do that. Well, like, that's the only way we're gonna fucking survive, right? because like I'm not gonna sit here and fucking cry about it that I got some extra weight on me. I'm gonna fucking shake that shit. You know what I mean? Like dance it off, like whatever, it's coming off. But back to my point. My point is that once you start putting these real foods in your bodies and in food that like actually feeds your body, like that it's nutritious. It's not gonna happen overnight. This isn't some fucking quick fix thing where you eat just salad for like a month straight and you drop all this weight. It's not even about that. It's about your body literally transforming from the inside out. It'll take some time, and over time you will no longer crave those bad things. And then over time you might be able to be out with friends or family and have that pizza or the gluten or the dairy or whatever it is, and like you'll be fine. That's not my point. My point is that over time your body starts to transform, and you're going to watch this. That's another reason why I want to make these videos, is because you're going to watch my body transform from taking care of myself completely, not with just the foods that I'm eating, eating real food, that's medicine, but also feeding my mind good thoughts, my body good thoughts. Because when you talk to your body hears that shit. When you're saying, oh, I'm fat, oh my God, look at my belly, look at my stretch marks, look at this, look at my face, blah, blah, blah. Your body hears that shit. And it's not good. Like, it takes on that. It like almost, when you give it a bad compliment, like it gets stuck inside of you and it's like hard to get out. And like that creates the weight too. It's called like emotional weight. You know what I mean? Like the stress that we go through from a day-to-day basis, it gets stored inside of our bodies too. So not just the food that we're eating, but also the thoughts that we're processing, what we're telling ourselves, and also the way we move our body. Like every day, like I've been dancing. I don't have a fucking gym membership right now. I'm thinking about getting one, but at the same time, that shit's toxic too, because a lot of people in there fucking, you're sitting in the sauna and they're talking, oh my God, I'm so fat. Like I hate that shit. I hate hanging out with people and people talk about how fat they are or what diet they need to go on and, oh, I need a little, like honestly, it drives me fucking insane. Okay? Like, I don't want to hear that shit. First of all, a lot of the times the bitch is skinnier than me and then she's telling me she's fat. So, okay, so what does that make me, bitch? Like, I'm sorry for cursing and I don't know the rules exactly on Instagram and YouTube. I'm probably going to get fucking thrown off. I need to work on that, but sometimes it's just necessary. But my point is that if we feed our minds, bodies, the nutrients and the thoughts and the movements, and we're just doing it every single day, you're gonna watch it transform, baby. Let me tell you something. You're gonna watch my body transform and you're gonna ask me how I did it. And I'm gonna tell you through all this time what I'm doing, because I've done both. I've gone back and forth. I've gone through a whole year of clean eating where I looked badass. Like I look back on my pictures and I'm like, bitch, like you looked amazing. But then I go through like, all of a sudden I'll go through like a binge, and this is where the eating disorders come in, and the, depression, anxiety, all that kind of shit. Okay? Which I'm working on. My goal is to find a balance where that doesn't happen. It's okay to go through bad days and have the day where you just sit on the couch and eat cookies all day, but just to bounce back quicker. You know what I'm saying? So, I've gone through like years of like a whole year where I eat bad the whole year. That was me last year. I pretty much ate shit all year long. I had good stuff here and there, but I just didn't give a shit. I was just like, I cared. Don't get me wrong. Like, I knew mentally what I was doing to my body, and every time that I would eat these things or tell myself these things, I knew what I was doing to myself, but I just was so in it that it was hard for me to get out of it. And I know you know what I'm talking about, because a lot of you are there right now. But it's okay. You can get out. And I'm going to show you how to get out. Okay? So because I've been on both sides, that's why I can talk about both sides. Like, I've struggled with this my whole entire life. I've gone in and out of crazy diets and binges and all these crazy things. But I believe that if we change our mindsets, change the people we surround ourselves with, change the way we talk to ourselves, that's huge. Even like the people around me, when I hear them talking badly about themselves or about other people, or even using the word fat, I'm like, oh hell no. Like, no. You're not just gonna call somebody fat, like, or like, I just don't even want to hear the word fat. It's like a trigger word for me. Like, no, okay? So, anyway, that's what this is all about, guys. I want to take you through my journey. I want you to see what it's like to go from me today, of this whole, like, year, my whole life of just up and down eating disorders, craziness, anxiety. Like, I've gone through like anxiety to the point where I've put myself like in the emergency room because I thought I was dying and I didn't even know what was happening. Like, all of a sudden I turned 30 years old and I all of a sudden started getting panic attacks. Well, that's because I feel like my adrenal glands were in like overdrive. And a lot of us don't even realize that our anxiety stems from like our guts and our adrenal glands and our just the organs in our body, the way that they're functioning, because they're so overmaxed and worked up, you know. So that's a whole nother issue, that like a subject that I'm going to get into. But you get my point. I think what all of this is just an outlet for me to talk to people about what's really going on in our bodies, in our minds, in our lives. Like, it's not easy, but I'm here to talk to you about what I'm going through, what I struggle with, how I'm getting through it, what I'm going to do to get through it, talk about real shit so that you can get through it too. You know what I'm saying? It's so important. So I'm outside, so that's why you guys can hear birds and people, but it's the best lighting out here, so that's why I'm here. But I'm gonna go ahead and post this on YouTube and also my Instagram, and let's see how that goes. I'm gonna kind of teach myself how to do it all and try to reach you guys. Like, I'm looking for you. Like, I'm looking for people that I can inspire, that I can help, that I can change their life in some way. Because if I didn't find those people that helped me along the way, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. Like, I wouldn't be in the space that I am, you know? And it's about the journey. It's about, you know, on the way there, you know, the people you stumble across, you know? I feel like the universe is gonna send the people to me that need me. And I know you're out there, so you're gonna find me, and I'm gonna be so excited when you find me, because the people that I stumbled across throughout my life that have like changed my life forever, I'll be forever grateful for, you know. But anyway, guys, I hope you're having a great day, and if you're not, try to have a great day. Put on some music, dance it out, know that you're the shit. Fucking get yourself up, and I hope that I can continue to get you guys on here engaging in conversations. You know, let me know if there's anything that you guys want to talk about. Ask me questions. I'm here. My Instagram is Fed by Amanda. My YouTube is Fed by Amanda. And I also have a Facebook page, Fed by Amanda, as well. But anyway, I hope you find me. All right, talk to you guys in the next one.